Jordan, Jackson, action.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Wednesday night in the NBA. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the Sacramento Kings.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, checking out Trevor Ariza. What can we expect from him?
Well, it's no secret why Trevor Ariza can rack up a lot of steals. He's got great foot speed, big wingspan, and the anticipation to cover ground and pick off lazy passes that come in his direction.
He really does have arms that can extend out on command. You hate playing against guys like Ariza because passing lanes that seem open close up in a hurry. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. They lost the season series last year, winning one and losing two.
Yeah, here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between these two this year.
Gets it to go.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, he said that they didn't want to take what the defense gave them tonight, saying we need to play our game. I told my guys to go right at their defenders and make plays happen. If we sit back and don't be the more aggressive team, we'll just be digging a hole for ourselves. Sounds like they have confidence in their ability to score, guys.
Thanks for filling us in, Doris, and not too surprising that their offensive approach will be a major focus.
Yeah, that's what I would expect, Kevin. I mean, this is a team that really hangs its hat on its offensive execution.
But, guys, that can't be the sole focus. They can't forget to defend.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And because of the odd number of games between them, guys, the one thing we know is that one of these teams will have bragging rights over the other at the end of the season.
Exactly, Kevin, and that makes tonight's game, I think, a little more interesting and intriguing. I mean, whoever wins this one will have a big advantage going into the next two.
It's Harden with the drive, and there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Harden. Ariza's got his first bucket in this one.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Now here's Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Hill kicks to Jackson. And the jumper is on the mark. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. There's the screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Pass to Hill. Shot clock at 5.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
That was nice. Just a gorgeous assist.
Ariza kicks to Paul. And some nice passing there by Houston. He feeds it to Anderson. And another 3 for Houston.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Passes it to Hill. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Now, here is Harden. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in Oakland.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
Now, here is Harden following the shot by Chris Paul. Harden with it. He's picked up by Hill. Paul kicks to Harden. Tries again. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
That free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. The drive by Hill, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
You got these, no problem.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in Oakland.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Man, this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Paul with the steal. Here's Harden. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
There's a good screen. Number 24, guarded by Harden. He kicks it to Hill. Clock at 6. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
So it's Sacramento following the score by Houston. Number 7. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Paul against Hill. Paul outside. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Deep 2 from Anderson. No luck. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
That free throw missing. And Baamute's checked in for Houston. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Houston leading by 6. Paul, right side, takes a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Number 24, guarded by Harden. Kicks it to Jackson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Second, Chris Paul.
Now, very few guys passed the ball better than he did. Just great open court vision.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over. Got a chance here to check out how the Kings ranked in the NBA last season, Kevin. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. 13th in field goal percentage. As for the assist numbers, not as strong for them. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of much better in that area.
And how about the spacing that we saw from this team last year, Clark? You mentioned the three-point shooting in the top 5 in terms of field goal percentage from long range. And I think it was a direct result of great unselfish play. And it helps when you can employ that inside-out game. You know, attack a team in the paint and then kick it out for that three-point shot. Well, Mbah a Moute was a question mark coming into the league. People didn't know what position he was. But I'll tell you what position he plays. He plays winner, okay, because he can defend, he can score off the dribble, he can get offensive rebounds. He just does whatever you need of him to help win a game.
Well, he's a team player. And, you know, he was a winner at UCLA, too. And the good scouts saw that quality. And they also saw a great athlete, a long kid who was a willing learner. All these things make a difference. Yeah, they hit gold with that kid. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They've really built this league, Kevin, at the free throw line.
Number 7. Nice defense from Mbah a Moute.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Randolph, a screen on Gordon. Double by Anderson. Here's Randolph on the money from 12 feet away.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Harden dishes to Anderson. Lets it go. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. And so here's Sacramento. 8-point game. Randolph, a screen on Harden. Feeds it to Temple. He passes to Fox. The dish to Temple. Good ball movement here by the Kings. A 3-ball. Hits the bucket. Temple's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Harden gets a screen from Anderson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And that's 11 points for James Harden.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The feed now to Carter. The pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Temple gets the bucket.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
Now here's Gordon. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Mbah a Moute. Gordon goes in. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. The Kings making a switch here.
Number 13.
The Kings trail by 4. Here's Fox. Pass to Temple. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Offensive rebound. Here's Temple. He has 6. Number 13. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Gordon kicks it to Tucker. A three-pointer, no good.
They got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Well, I like the way they've set the tone. You know, they're going to have to continue to work at it, but rebounds will be key in this game, no question about it.
Temple can't get it to go. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Richard Mbamute. That's his first foul.
Well, he tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Here's Fox. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dishes to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. As you said, they've been excellent from the free throw line.
Well, they're shooting it really well here, and they're getting there often. That's a winning combination. I mean, a lot of foul shot attempts and a lot of makes, and that's demoralizing to the opponent.
And that could open up things from outside.
That's
too.
right. Well said.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one's good. 6 points for him. The Kings trail by 4. He dishes it to Carter. The 3. James Harden with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it comes off the front of the rim. Sacramento's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Fox kicks to Temple. A pass to Fox. Lays it up and banks it in.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
He feeds it to Tucker. Back to Harden. Passes it to Tucker. The dive for the ball. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
He can fly, Kenny. He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Number 15. Can't get it to go. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kosta Koukas. He kicks to Carter. Leads him in there. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Here's Bogdanovich. No good. It's all tied in Sacramento. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
This Friday, October 20th, the Golden State Warriors go up against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans, live from New Orleans. Make sure to catch it.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
And for Houston, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Kicks it to Harden. Here's the screen. Back to Gordon. Clock at 6. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Here's Fox. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Mbamute. Gordon is out there with Harden. Then it's P.J. Tucker. It's Harden with the drive. Number 15, Mbamute. Harden outside. Hands it from downtown. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Yeah, they're really starting to put it together offensively, looking to build on this lead.
Number 13. And there's the pass to Fox. Here's Bogdanovich. There's the pick. Off the pick. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job.
That's
Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. He may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Now a timeout called by Houston. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Fifth best, the Kings.
Seemed like they went through stretches, guys, where they just didn't miss from beyond the arc, and that carried those numbers right up to the top of the list.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. There's Gordon with the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Fox. It's good from the top of the key. He has 6. Houston leading by 4. Gordon, the pass to Tucker. Feeds it to Harden. The dish now to Gordon. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Shoots from 12. And the Kings check on 2 more. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The feed to Tucker. Pulls up on the elbow. Carter with the block. And they're on the break. Pass to Bogdanovich. No good. The Rockets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Tucker dishes to Harden. Outside Gordon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for James Harden. Coming off an excellent season last year. 4th in scoring, 7th in steals, and he was also in the top 15 in free throw percentage, so a great year for him.
And Steve, he was definitely one of the most reliable, efficient scorers in the NBA. I mean, his top 5 ranking put him right there in the ranks of the elite scorers.
The Rockets making a switch here. Hall's checked in. Here's Fox. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. Hits the bucket. He's got 8.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
This is to Gordon. With the lead pass. And some nice passing there by Houston. He passes to Tucker. Back to Gordon. For 3. And it's Fox with the rebound. Sacramento's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land. Shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And maybe above all else, we should really mention just what a fantastic setup man he is. So many of their baskets come as a result of one of his assists.
The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Gordon gets to Mbamute. And that one hits back iron.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Fox. To the middle. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Mbah-a-Moute has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tucker, the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. The Rockets again can't hit. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Mbah-a-Moute. Back to Gordon to end the drought, and that one's good. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. The Rockets making a switch here. A pass to Fox. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Houston in the lead. Paul gets a screen from Tucker. Left side, Gordon. And good on the basket. Book it. Gordon's got 12 now in this quarter.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
They set the pick. Fox against Paul. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Gordon. Sacramento grabs the miss. Number 24, defended by Paul. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 13 points in the game.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
He feeds it to Tucker. Back to Paul. He kicks to Tucker. There's the dish to Paul. Rockets hits. 16 feet away. Good. Paul's got his first points of the night. For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Here's Fox. He's got 13. Number 24, Ariza with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Tucker dishes to Paul. Rejected by Fox. Sacramento's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. That one is on Ariza.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throws.
That's right. A smart, strong foul there. No and ones and no dunks.
He misses the free throw. And the Rockets making a change here. Second free throw, no good.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Mbah-a-Moute can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Kicks to Hill. From the arc. That's good. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Outside Gordon. Back to Paul. Feeds to Ariza. Fires, high post. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Ariza. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And Ba'amute can't get it to go.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Back to Jackson. Number 24.
That's decent defensive work, but it's going to take a little more than that, Kevin. They got to raise their bar.
Well, Clark, he knew exactly how to attack.
Yeah, he sure did. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, though.
What a phenomenal dunk, though. I mean, in the end, he just made the play and took off.
Boy, Trevor Ariza doing a nice job bodying up on the defender with that pick.
Sacramento's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Randolph, a screen on Anderson. Number 24. And another three for Sacramento.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Paul kicks to Mba'amute. Gordon off a pick from Mba'amute. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots from the elbow.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
And there's the feed to Jackson. Pass to Hill. Randall sets a screen for Hill. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
0-0. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ariza kicks to Gordon.
Gordon playing very well. He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Pretty good performance from the free throw line last season. He was about 84% from the line.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
James Harden, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Dishes it to Hill. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Here's Randolph. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Now here's Paul. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State. And that one's good. Here's Hill. Can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets ahead, up 6. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And everything is in place and ready to go on the halftime show for this Wednesday night. The Houston Rockets in front against Sacramento. The difference in free throw percentage completely in their favor, and that's been the key to their success. James Harden absolutely lights out. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? And doing their best to stay alive, the Sacramento Kings. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. The first half, a productive one for George Hill. He has 6 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. Now let's check out the other games still in progress. The Denver Nuggets trailing the Jazz out in Utah. Fourth quarter, they're down 8. They'll need to make a run. And another game going on. Out in San Antonio, the Spurs have the lead against the Timberwolves. That one's in the third. They're up by 8 at the moment. And a look here at the other NBA action. Portland with the lead against the Suns out at U.S. Airways Center. Second half of basketball just getting started for them. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
6 on the shot clock. With the shot, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, one of the things that makes him special is his tendency to become red hot in just a matter of seconds. And you never know when it's coming. You know, all it takes is a shot or two, and he's rolling.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. They've got Chris Paul. Ryan Anderson out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Harden. Here's Jackson on the mark with the 15-footer. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Ariza sends a screen for Paul. Puts it up from 7. It's hauled in by the Kings. It's Hill on the wing, defended by Paul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
The Kings have had a very rough go at the line tonight, unable to get anything to go. Plenty of tries, too. And the free throw, no good. Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Ariza passes to Harden. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. Second in scoring, third in assists, and they were in the top 10 in grabbing rebounds as well. That's not too shabby. The top 10 on the glass, I'll take that.
And I think what's most impressive about this club, though, is the fact that they were in the top 5 in points scored. I mean, that's what they do. They like to get out and run and really get a lot of shots up. And when they do, when they knock down open looks, they're tough to beat.
0-0.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And Hill with the block. And now Sacramento on the break. 0-0. It's rebounded by Houston. Anderson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Rockets leading by 4. Takes the 13-footer. Can't hit. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Hill with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Outside Jackson. It's back to Hill. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. He passes to Hill. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 8 points for Hill. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now a timeout called by Houston. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Number 1, Chris Paul.
He was at the top of the list for good reason. I mean, this guy had fast hands, worked extremely hard, always moved his feet, and had an excellent basketball IQ.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ariza's got 10. The Kings trailed by 4. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And Baamute's checked in for Ryan Anderson. On defense, the Rockets, they've led by as much as 10. Up again, a follow-up flush.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Yes, some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop.
Ariza no up.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
The three from Hill, and the rejection by Harden. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hill. For the lead. Again, missing Hill.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down again. He did make 2 in the first half.
Here's Harden on the wing. He dishes it to Mbah-a-Moute. Pass to Paul. Houston moving it around. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Paul. And the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Shoots. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
Back to Jackson. He feeds it to Hill. Again, missing Hill.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates. Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
The tray. Again, missing Hill.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Harden dishes to Paul. Paul missing again.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
It's back to Hill. There's the dish to Jackson. He kicks it to Hill. Looking to get it going. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Ariza with the bucket. And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 6. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Kicks to Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 9 assists now tonight.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Hill. Feeds it to Jackson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And keep an eye on that Mavericks score. That's a great matchup there.
Rockets leading by 6. Harden gets a screen from Mbah-a-Moute. Harden kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. There's the feed to Paul. Mbah-a-Moute, a screen on Hill. 4 on the clock. Number 15. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. 0-0. Ariza covering. Here's Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Houston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. There's the triple. Number 15. And Hill with the block. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. A chance to check out the Sacramento Kings' upcoming schedule. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Chris Paul.
Gordon.
Anderson gets the screen from Ariza. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Harden. Number 15, defended by Koufos. Back to Harden. Fades. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Jackson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Jackson's got 9 points.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Harden the pass to Anderson. Powered down with both hands.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Jackson setting the pick here for Hill. Number 7. Great look, but off the mark. Rockets leading by 5. Pass to Ariza. They grab their own miss. Harden dishes to Gordon. Back to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Kept the wide by Houston. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. For Houston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The Rockets making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Kevin, this is a strong free throw shooting team, and they've stayed true to form so far, converting with outstanding accuracy.
Hill drives in. Number 24. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Dishes it to Temple. Temple gets the screen from Koufos. They set the screen. Hill kicks to Temple. 3-pointer. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Gordon goes in from deep. Harden. Sacramento grabs the miss. Number 24. Ariza covering. Number 24. That drops. Now just a 3-point Rocket lead.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Outside Gordon. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Gordon's got 16. Sacramento's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half. Number 24, defended by Gordon. Here's Temple. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, not great numbers for him at the line, but not terrible either, about 70%.
Houston making a switch here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. 2 for 1 chance here.
Yeah, let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Anderson is screen on Randolph. Gordon with it. Now guarded bound by Temple. Ball passes to Anderson. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
first free throw is good. And the Kings making a change here. And both free throws good for Anderson.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Randolph, a screen on Anderson. Passes to Carter. From past the arc. Gets it to go. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Here's Gordon. And the miss. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
The new season in the NBA rolls on. The Golden State Warriors take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies this Saturday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Sacramento with the ball. It's a three-point game. George Hill out there with Fox. Then it's Zach Randolph. Then there's Carter. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Hill against Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Hill passes to Fox. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Tucker. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Gordon's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. Fox kicks to Hill. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's the 3. This ball grabs the miss. Paul's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tucker dishes to Gordon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
The Rockets making a switch here. The Kings trailed by 8. Number 24, defended by Gordon. He dishes it to Jackson. He passes it to Fox. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
There's the pick. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Paul. Houston moving the ball around. Ariza no look. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Fox against Paul. Number 24. Sacramento gets it back. The basket counts and 1. Will go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Zach Randolph is checked in for the Kings. Anderson passes to Harden. Back to Anderson. Harden. High, arcing shot.
Some fantastic numbers here for Harden. He has 20 points and 7 assists. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure has, Clark. Both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great, but defensively he's brought huge energy, too.
First one falls for him. And the Kings making a change here. Hill's checked in. He hits both from the strike. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Right side Hill. 0-0. No good. Some solid defense from Ryan Anderson.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Ball outside. From 15 feet away. And the shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And it's Hill penetrating. Randolph. Outside Jackson. The pass to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Paul kicks to Ariza. Harden. And he turns it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Jackson trains the three-pointer.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Ariza, a screen on Hill. And it's Paul penetrating. Number 15. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
It's back to Hill. Randolph sets a screen for Hill. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Now it's just a 3-point Rocket lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so Coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. The Kings trailed by 5. He feeds it to Randolph. The dish to Hill. 0-0. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Paul kicks to Harden. Back to Paul. To the inside. Here's Ariza. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the numbers for Trevor Ariza, he's got 14 points and a block.
The free throw drops for Ariza. Ariza hits them both. Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. It's Hill on the wing. Clock at 6. From outside the arc, Jackson misses. Houston leading by 5. Paul left side. Back to Harden. Hill. Number 24, defended by Paul. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And that one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And it's good. 26 points for James Harden.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
He kicks it to Randolph. Feeds to Hill. Pass to Jackson. Ariza covering. Number 24. Off target with his 3.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Kicks it to Harden. Rebound by the Kings. Randolph's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Number 24, guarded by Harden. The feed to Jackson. Trying to get back on track. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Harden with it. Harden right side. And it's stolen. And the Kings pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball. And the basket by Hill.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
The kick out to Anderson. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Jackson.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is coming right down to the wire.
Rockets leading by 3. Ariza sets a screen for Harden. Ariza shoots the 3. Shot's good. Ariza's got 5 points in the quarter.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Randolph, a screen on Paul. Hill dishes to Randolph. Baseline jumper, and he gets the jumper to drop. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Dishes it to Harden. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now just a 2-point Houston lead. Here is Harden. The 11-footer gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 4.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guy, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
Number 7. No good off the front iron. The Rockets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Sacramento's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Passes it to Ariza. There's the 3. Houston gets it back. Anderson outside. Back to Ariza. Paul outside. Paul gets a screen from Ariza. The drive by Paul. Count!
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the league.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Outside Hill. Number 7. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as much as 10.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Harden. Good on the shot. And it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Ball against Hill. Five on the clock. Here's Jackson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
24 seconds.
Now Paul. Back to Anderson. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. What's your take, guys?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quitting.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
Here's Fox. No good. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
8 drums, Stephen Clark, and yours truly, Mr. WW.